Who is your safe person, and what did they do to make you feel safe?
But my parents, they were always there. They loved unconditionally, and they were supportive.
Okay. Her parents, they were always there, and they loved her unconditionally, and they were always supportive. How about another one? Yes.
My sister, she made me feel like I was loved and cared for and appreciated.
Okay. Your sister, who made you feel like you were loved, cared for, and appreciated. Thank you. Anybody else? Yeah.
My grandparents, they raised me and pretty much they loved me.
My grandparents, they raised me and pretty much they loved me. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else? Yes, okay.
My dad was loving, supportive, and he's always there for me and my kids.
My dad, he's loving and supportive, and he's always there for me and my kids. Guess what, guys? The people that make us feel safe, that's what the children need from us. They need us to help them feel safe and secure and connected so that they can learn. You can strive to actually deepen your relationships with the children by listening to them, by acknowledging them, by playing with them, because that's how children learn in this age group. It also helps strengthen the bond between the two of you. If you look at this picture, look at her. Look at how she's looking at her teacher or her mom. Look at how they look at each other. They're sharing a moment. Who knows what empathy is? Empathy is the ability to see and feel from another person's perspective. And showing empathy to a child first is our job. If we want them to show empathy to others and to all living things and empathy back at us, we have to show them empathy first. Peaches. We're going to talk about peaches. Now I want you, first of all, I'm going to say a couple of things. This is a mixed training. That means we have parents here and we have caregivers here. There will be no criticizing of the other group, okay? We're all going this to learn together. And secondly, we're going to look at our videos from a strength first, and then we can give constructive criticism afterwards. This little boy's name is Joshua. And Joshua kind of has a problem. He's sort of scapegoated at his child care center. And these are not embedded. Here we go.
Joshua, would you like to get up and have a banana? Listen, here, Joshua. Joshua, you want to get up and have a banana, or you want to go back to the class? Okay, we're going back to the classroom. really hurt.
Okay, what did you see?
I would have found some more peaches.
You would have. All right, well, let's start with, yes. Let's start with the
There were 2 more
teacher.
bowls on the table. Those kids can have
That's
bananas.
very good observing. Let's start with the strengths of that teacher. What were her strengths?
She got down low and talked to him.
Very good. Got down low and talked to him. What was another strength? Yes.
She ignored some of the behaviors.
She ignored some of the behaviors, okay? Yes.
She kept her calm.
Absolutely. She was very calm compared to what was going on. She didn't scream. She didn't yell. She didn't get angry. She was just one monotone, going one thing at a time. What else?
She removed the toys away from him that he was throwing.
She did remove the toys, the projectiles, potential projectiles, yes. Not before she got hurt, but she did do that. What else did you see?
She
Yes?
explained to him what he became. She kept telling him what he was doing, what he did. You know, like that he's the one who threw them on the floor, kind of trying to.
She did do descriptive commenting. Yes, she did. However, I want you to hold that thought,
I don't
okay?
think he threw them on the floor.
It looked like he just dropped them. He made a mistake.
Yeah. Okay, now let's go flip it around a little bit. What were some of the things that you did not like in the video? Yes.
She could have given him that other peach and have to throw the dirty one in the same container.
Right, right. She could have given him the other peach. What else did you hear?
That was an awfully big peach for a little toddler to produce with a spoon.
You know, you're the first one that's commented on how large that peach was.
How are you supposed to do that? Adults can't do
What-
that.
I know, it goes, what else did you notice?
I would have been more inclined, like with his other lady said, to get a bowl of peaches that was sitting there.
Did anybody hear what Brittany said?
She wanted banana and peaches.
That's a power struggle. That's the thing we have to avoid at all costs is power struggles, especially with a child that has some anger issues and can go off very easily. And he tried to tell her that one's still okay because it did not hit the floor. We need to listen to what they're saying to us. You know? I mean, really, look at all that. The other thing I want you to think about is if he really wanted to connect with her, he would have connected with her. He was just doing this. If you've ever dealt with a truly angry child, they will go pow like that, or they'll go boom like that. And he was just kind of like annoyed. The other thing that really made him angry was you threw them on the floor. He did not throw them on the floor. They dropped. Yeah, he bumped them, yeah.
It wasn't like, there you go.
Yeah,
No, it was an accident.
it was an accident, exactly.
And I've had peaches though.
The other thing is, if it's a really hot day, do you want a warm, slimy banana, or would you like peaches straight out of the refrigerator? Which one would you like? She wants the banana. That's funny. But and the other thing I wanted you to notice is where did he go? to the floor. And why is he on the floor? It's cool. Thank you. Not many people understand that when a child is very emotional and overheated, they will drop to a cool floor because that will start to regulate them. That coolness will start to regulate them. So, should he have been moved? Was there a reason to move him? So we need to look at the role that we play in escalating a child's behavior. No, nobody deserves to get hit with the toy.
That's what he thought.
Yeah. And that was the other thing. Did anyone notice what happened to him when she said, "Ow, Joshua, that really hurt"? Yeah. He took a breath and looked at her. Like, oops. Now, she could have taken that and let him sit with it a little bit, but that wasn't what happened. So, we need to look at the role that we play in escalating behavior in our young children. Great ideas. Thank you very much. How would you describe Joshua's relationship with his teacher? He didn't have one? Okay. Does his teacher show him empathy? She actually looks like one of those that comes in and relieves at lunch, or is the lunch person, and maybe she, goes in and out. It's really funny because we call her Socks. I mean, how many of us have been in a child development center that is so clean on the floor that you can wear white socks and not have any problems with it?
Then he can't eat his speech, right?
Yeah, he should have been able to eat his speech if it was that clean. What's preventing her from showing empathy for Joshua? What prevents her from doing that?
I think she's too caught up in her own emotions.
And do you think she has a relationship? No. Does her attempt to get empathy from Joshua work?
Maybe for a second.
For a second, that one little second, yes. But most of the time, what was he doing? Stop it! Okay. Next one. Guess what? Peaches are a big deal in a child. They really are. Empathy is the ability to honor a child-sized problem. We do not have to understand it in our adult terms, but to him, peaches were a big deal. He might have been looking forward to those peaches all day. Okay? We need empathy too. We need to be gentle with ourselves, okay? In order to show empathy to the children that are in our care, we need empathy for ourselves. Take time to notice your own feelings. You have to monitor your feelings. You have to take a breath and think, what am I doing here? Why am I doing this? And to take a couple moments before we respond to children. And during times of personal stress, we need to flip ourselves. What am I really feeling? What's the appropriate boundary? Had she taken just a couple of seconds to think about what hill did she want to die on? The fact that the peaches were on the floor? What is the best way to handle this? If he is not bothering anybody, why do I have to move him? Was anyone tripping over him? Was it a safety concern? And then you're going to look at a creative solution. What could I do differently? When you're aware of your own feelings and knowing your limits, you're able to handle conflict with children much better.